Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another live stream. Hi. We're going to be playing more Animal Crossing on the Lumbridge Island. The island where we're rebuilding the Kingdom of Lumbridge from RuneScape in Animal Crossing. And I think we're probably only a few streams left with this island. I really don't think this takes too much longer. It really comes down to how much more detail I want to put onto the island. But a lot of the big stuff is done now. We've done a really good job just setting up the overall structure of Lumbridge itself. So I'm pretty happy with where it stands right now, and we're just going to kind of keep it rolling, see where we get to today. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. So today we're going to be working on like the castle part. I know we originally built the castle, then I just kind of left it. So I'm hoping to kind of like consider that whole walled-in area finished. And we're going to be doing the 2 villager homes today that are inside there. And we're going to be working on the landscaping if we need much, if anything. I think we can do a few things with landscaping, which would be cool. And that's the plan. That's the plan. So, hello. Welcome. I hope you're all doing well. Been excited to take another trip back to Lumbridge. We'll be bouncing it out of this game in RuneScape, just as we use RuneScape to kind of get inspiration for different bits of the build. We have at least one more custom design to make today, but it's a really simple one. So I don't even think I could take a very long time with it, even if I tried. The longest part will be just getting the color right, and it's like it's a blue shield with a white stripe going through it. It's pretty easy. So hello, welcome. Anything else going on? I don't think so. How is everybody? What are you playing? What games are you playing? How are you staying busy as you await the arrival of the Switch 2? Whether you're buying it or you're just kind of hoping to see some Switch 2 content, you know, live vicariously through the people who are going to get it. You know, drive themselves into a poverty pit trying to buy it. I will become destitute, but I will get that console. That's the plan. Yeah, welcome everybody. I thought I had more to say, but I don't, as usual. I just started 2 new Animal Crossing islands at the same time? That's a lot. I'll be honest with y'all. I'm thinking of abandoning the No Nook Island. I've been thinking about that for a while, but today I was really considering it. Because that's what I'm doing. I'm doing 2 islands right now with the No Nook Island, and I'm like, what am I doing? I don't know. I think it just helps that this island that we're working on has more of like a track that it's on, like a specific kind of design I'm trying to do. And the No Nook Island is 1, very restrictive, and then 2, I don't have any other concept other than just get it to 5 stars under any cost, you know? So it's hard. It's hard for reasons that it shouldn't be. I think if Animal Crossing were newer, I would probably be more like, yeah, like I want to really push through. Because like that with the DIY island, I was like, oh yeah, this is difficult, but I'm going to push through. No Nook has been really tough. Kato's getting you to play Mario Odyssey again. Yeah, I've noticed she's playing that. I wanted to go back and like get some of the moons I didn't get. But right now I'm trying to finish up with Scarlet and Violet and things like that too. I have a lot of games I would like to beat. Started 2 new Animal Crossing islands, yeah, Mario Odyssey. Yeah. What else? There's other games that I've bought and haven't beaten, but I think Breath of the Wild, I have a reason to wait for the Switch 2 for that now. Breath of the Wild and Here's the Kingdom, so I don't feel really a lot of guilt for that. Mario Odyssey, I'd like to get the last moons. I rolled the credits on it. I just haven't gotten the last moons. And then Scarlet and Violet, I had not beaten the Elite Four until today. That was something Val and I both did this morning, and that was cool. So the credits didn't roll though. So either they didn't roll credits after the Elite Four in this game and your rival and everything else, or there's like a lot left, because I was surprised that the credits did not roll. Power Wash Simulator and Ova Magica. I haven't heard of that second one at all. We did beat that. My partner got me a new Switch, so I started an island on that. Fun. And that's the other reason I'm thinking about abandoning the No Nook Island, was because I know that I'm going to want to make an island on the Switch 2. I want like a Switch 2 island. And the Switch 2, if I'm able to get it on time, is a couple months away. So the No Nook Island is probably going to take me that long to finish it. And that's grinding. That's like really streaming a lot. I'm going to be exhausted by the time the Switch 2 comes out. I don't know if I'm going to want to start that island, and that bums me out. So I don't know. I might nuke the No Nook Island. Nook might actually beat me, which is sad. Abandoning the island just like we abandoned Nook. Maybe that's the way it should be. I pivoted with my Nook Island, and I completed the museum instead. That's cool. It's a good pivot island. If you finish the No Nook challenge, you can absolutely, say, okay, I finished this and I'm just going to play it normal. It's a good island for that. I wish I had tried something like this earlier in the lifespan. I think when the next Animal Crossing comes out and I get the initial island I make done and we start doing challenges and stuff like that, I'm going to be able to like invest a lot more energy into those, because I'll kind of know, oh yeah, we tried a DIY only island, let's do that again, only with the new game, things like that. Out of curiosity, if you do a Switch 2 island, will you try to fill it up to see if it lags? I'm going to try to do that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to try to do that. I would like to check the more laggy areas of my current island. That would probably be a test too, but then I have to like transfer it over. But yeah, I think we probably do that. We probably fill it up pretty good. What about Dinkum? When it's fully released? Yeah, that's another thing. I would like to play Dinkum. And where am I going to find the time to do that? I don't know. Definitely No Nook Island being not something I'm doing could free up my time. So, yeah, I don't know. I was expecting more, you can't do that. And no one here seems to care if I did abandon the No Nook Island. So this has been my litmus test. And yeah, you may have just sealed the deal. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Okay, let's jump in. Oh, by the way, Bunny Day's coming up. Everybody excited to do another Bunny Day? This is kind of like another reason to abandon the No Nook Island. Like, I think everyone started on Bunny Day. Like, I started the clock there because I wanted the grass to be green. Take care of your health and don't burn out. Or, no, you can't do that. I'm boycotting Bunny Day. I might... Why is KK here? I might skip a bunch of time. I'm going to when I upload the dream address, obviously. So, yeah, I don't want to stream with Bunny Day ruining everything. But the trees are no longer blossoming anymore. Lumbridge doesn't have any egg decor? It doesn't, believe it or not. I don't feel like looking at all this right now. Although, there could be some interesting items. I don't know if I'll use anything in here, but let's just add it to our catalog anyway. It's me with your real-life mailbox. Just let it fill up. Who cares? Wardell. What? Did I not read any of the mail for throughout my entire time speedrunning Happy Home? And my pockets are too full. What do I have on me? Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, we got to do a big reset. We got the silver plaque, bronze plaque, tissue box, airport slippers, mom's candle set. That's actually a good item. Paradise Planning hammock, Paradise Planning phone case, and Paradise Planning rug. Where's the balloon? Oh, it's a Bunny Day balloon. So, by the way, I've been saying over and over again, we need a mouse, we need a chicken. We need a mouse, we need a chicken. Or a cow. We talked about cows last time. I've found amiibos that will satisfy the criteria. We can finally start working on the last villager move-ins on the island. That's the plan. Do you have any pants that I can use finally? No. All right. Egg hat. There is an egg hat. And there's like yolk glasses. I never noticed the glasses look like egg yolks. We can look for recipes. Here we go. That was fast. Oh, right. Pockets are full.
iCat fact number 111. Cats instinctively know the exact moment you are about to fall asleep and will take action to prevent it.
They will do that. Okay. Just put it all away, right? What is it? Wooden box, dish drying rack for some reason.
Looks like Liz Sacco has been in the Billionaires Club on YouTube for 12 months and says, who? Oh, yes.
That was a wild ride we just went on with him. He was so excited. Then he just had to read. He's like, oh, wait, let me sound it out. Liz, thank you so much for 12 months. Thanks, everyone, for hyping up Liz. Ooh, terrarium. Oh, we already know that. Okay. So we're going to turn off the keyboard. We need to... Yeah, gosh, I don't even know where to start here. The cat is rubbing on the switch, so this could be bad. I think you were right about using gnomes after all. I think so too. Cat's bugging you too. Yeah. We got to stay on top of the weeds as well. I will definitely not want to upload the dream address with weeds going on. Okay. I'm so distracted right now. I have some shrubs that I don't want on my person at the moment. Yeah, I don't know. The desk jumping stopped for a really long time, and now amiibos everywhere. Now desk jumping is very much back. Sorry, hold on. It's not gonna work. Okay. Don't get a cat. My advice, don't get a cat. All right, happy Sunday. It's looking pretty good in the background with the castle. Thank you. What's your cat's name? What? I don't know. What do we want to call you today? Ears Magoo. We'll go with Ears Magoo. I have 2 cats and a chihuahua. One is orange. You have an orange chihuahua? Bond. Cat Bond. Let's just do an amiibo scan. I don't, I don't know what else to do. All right. So yeah, I'll show you who we're getting. Our cat sits on my husband's lap while he's gaming, and just stares at him upside down. So, number 1. Come on. Anicotti. Why Anicotti? I'm choosing Anicotti because, number 1, Anicotti is a mouse, and that was the first criteria. And number 2, Anicotti is green, and swamps are green. And so I thought it was kind of funny to have like a swamp rat. It would be green. Oh my gosh, your breath. Okay, I guess Anicotti's at the campsite. So, I'm tempted to bring this stuff over there, but we'll just run it back. Who cares? Oh, we got some weeds. We don't want that. Oh, did more of our... I saw a rock up there, but did more rocks spawn in here by chance? No, we still just have 2. All right. I think the weeds look kind of good in the swamp. I think so too. It's just that I can't control them. I can control the glowing moss. All right, what kind of item are we making you? What do you want? A box-shaped seat. I'll make one for you. Oh, and we got the recipe. The cat is literally staring at me. I think she knows y'all are talking about cats. I could use transparent paths, but they take really, like, a long time to place down on every single tile, so I don't feel like doing that. I'll just deal with the weeds. We're so close to the end of the island, it's not a big deal. If I had Marty the other day, he asked for carp on a cutting board. It took forever to catch a carp. Oh, that would be a terrible item. I hope we don't get that item. So yeah, let's see what it takes to craft the box-shaped seat. Oh, I didn't learn the recipe yet. Well, that would be a good place to start. Okay. probably made of wood. Just a guess. Cats love box-shaped seats. Well, my cat left as soon as I started talking about box-shaped seats. This is a good item. You know what? One of the things I was really disappointed about these items that you give them when they camp. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I tried this and it didn't work. I tried customizing the item for the camper, and then when I invited them, they either didn't have the item in their house or they didn't have the customized version of the item that I made. One or the other. It just felt like the things I made the campsite villager should appear in their house as I gave it to them, and it didn't seem to work that way. But it's been a long time. Maybe it did. I'm wrong. I like the little cup of tea. It's so Lumbridge-tastic. Wasp head model. Can you use it as a table, the box-shaped seat? It is a good little item. It's like a little end table. Yeah, it's a really versatile little item. It's very neutral. Like, it would work in a rustic build, kind of like the stuff we're making, or it would work in a more modern, like, home setting, I think. It's just a good little item. It looks different. Like, there's one side that has, like, a flat part on it. I think that's, like, supposed to be the seat back that's folded down or something. I don't know. He's cool, though. I like it. I'm going to leave all the holes. I'm not going to dig anything up today. Today is not, like, the big terraforming day. Unless we do a really good job of the castle and have a ton of extra energy and time. So, all right, good. We just need to do that every single time I stream, and maybe we have to start time traveling soon to get people moved in. But yeah, we got to get people moved in. So we're almost done with Sprocket, and Phil will also be probably not surviving the layoffs. Okay, our cast is changing. So this is the castle. This is what we're working on today. And we're going to go into the game and get some inspiration. But we have to decide, do we want to work on the interiors or the exteriors? I think interiors would be good to figure out first, except, of course, we need to decide what the houses are going to look like, the exteriors of the houses. And then the castle grounds are like the exteriors I'm kind of considering when I say exteriors. But yeah, okay. Let me get the game up and running, which it pretty much already is. And yeah, we'll see. So we are currently in, where am I? Oh, yep. We are just outside the castle. So as you can see, the castle is very simple. Very simple. None of my keyboard, oh, because I turned off the keyboard. I'm like, none of the keyboard commands are working. So one of the things they did was plant flowers on like the edges of the walls, and you can see they actually made like little dirt flower beds. There's a lot more flowers in here than I originally anticipated. So we could probably plant some stuff. That we could plant our blue roses. Red, purple, and blue flowers seem to be the way. There's also like a rogue flower here. There's an imp running around. There's Hans. And I do have the 2 pine trees by the fountain up there. So we kind of have that. And then there's one big like oak tree. So that's here. And then, is that all the trees? There's also little rats everywhere. Yeah, that's all the trees. Otherwise, just some grass, and then, like, there's a crate. I didn't know this. There's a crate by the back of the castle. So we could put a crate behind resident services, I guess. I don't really know, other than that, why. What else I would do. Yeah, I guess we can throw a crate back there. And yeah, there's some shrubs. Now, I only had room to put 4 shrubs because of the space we have, but there's more. So that could be an excuse to like plant a few more if we want to. I don't really know if we need to. But yeah, I think a lot of our landscaping is going to revolve around the flower beds. We'll just plant some flower beds and, you know, kind of take some liberties there. And I think other than that, yeah, we'll be in pretty good shape. What do we think? I think that's a good plan. We already have fountains. Like, if we look... Yeah, I got my shrubs. I got my fountains. I have the trees. Like, there's 2 trees there. And then there's the oak here. And so, yeah, the rest of it is just setting up flower beds, I guess. Cool. We'll do it. So that'll be the exterior of the castle grounds kind of done. It might be worthwhile to put down... Why did I... Anyone know why I opted for dirt paths over, like, stone? Was it because of the graphics mod? Hold on. I might have gotten tricked. GPU, entity hider, 117 HD. Ah. They use a more dirt-looking path. This mod dictated our paths in our town. I chose dirt because of this mod, and when you don't use this mod, it is stone. Which I like the contrast of a lot. I'm kind of feeling like I need to switch the paths now. It actually makes very little sense as to why it would be anything else.
Hey, Guild Cheese Now just renewed their subscription.
Thank you, Guild Cheese Now. 8 months, thank you. That was... What happened to his voice? He screeched your name. Maybe it's gray dirt, like gravel. Gravel path would be like super extra. That'd be awesome. Yeah, but we didn't get that. So, okay, I think I'm going to switch it to stone paths, and that's going to be a little bit of a project, but not too bad. And we'll want to do... Yeah, we'll want to do not too much landscaping. Code shopping time? No. I want to use the Nintendo ones for that. They look pretty much exactly how I want them to for this. But yes, we have been doing a lot of code shopping. We found some really cool codes. But yeah, I don't think for this one. I mean, if I really want to be accurate, I could make my own. And they would be very flat. They'd have no color variation. We just get the perfect gray. And then we just make a couple of them that have little rocks in them, and that's it. But I don't want to do that. I think we should try to find a good marriage of Animal Crossing stuff and RuneScape stuff. No wonder I really catch a stream. It's 4 a.m. for me. I would have done earlier, but today was just busy, and then we play Pokemon. I got some, life stuff done. I got some life stuff done yesterday. Didn't stream at all. I legit cried when I walked into Super Nintendo World yesterday. It was perfect. Oh, wow. That's cool. Yeah, I want to go someday. That'd be awesome. Wow. I use dirt paths everywhere. This will look so much better when it's stone. Any reason I didn't put one here, too? Yeah, I gotta... We have work to do, everybody. Where's the balloon? We should just ignore balloons right now because half of them are Bunny Day balloons anyway. As for the houses, let's get into the house customization menu. We'll start with... No, we got to make the custom design. Oh. Okay, hold on.
My financial status is destitute.
It's a good word. Hang on. I'm going to take this shield. I'm going to duplicate it, and we're going to make a new design. So, swap. No. Don't. So we copy. All right, and then we're going to swap.
Guess what? $2 recipe time. Bus seat baguette. Take an abandoned bread roll from public transit, dust it off, and pair with a pocket-sized butter packet.
What was the first? What kind of baguette? Has $2 didn't gotten a raise yet? It doesn't sound like it. A bus seat baguette. Okay. Anyway, change design. All right. So, beg your pardon. Listen, it's affordable, okay? That's if you're looking for $2 recipes, you ask $2 Dan. Okay? If you're looking for $20 recipes, you can ask, I don't know, somebody who has more money and better taste. We have to go back into the game real quick. I like how I call RuneScape the game. Animal Crossing is like the canvas. Oh, it's right here. We need to copy this. I'm standing in front of it. This. I'll just take a screenshot. And that should do it. Can $2 Dan make a $2 version of pickle middles? I mean, pickle middles are probably already pretty cheap, so... Okay, anyway, I got the screenshot. There's a beaver in your castle. No, this is my pet beaver. You can unlock the ability for your pet beaver to change color by feeding it a funky shaped log, which I do not have. You can unlock other forms of your beaver by finding special items in the woodcutting events. But that's not what I feel like doing. So, we have a screenshot. I got to go grab it. All right. Let me crop it in. Okay. We'll start with this blue, and then we'll try and maybe alter the shape of the shield a little bit. For the blue, I guess what we'll start with is, I'll just keep on this red, I suppose, and just change it. Start here. I will dump blue paint on it. Okay. And we gotta, I guess, just mess with the darkness and stuff. We're already pretty close with this. Can you do that? Because you're on a PC and using an emulator. No, I'm not using an emulator for New Horizons. I took a screenshot with OBS, and I have RuneScape overlaid on top of Animal Crossing. So when I took the screenshot, that's why you saw me in the screenshot. Like, well, I can't get it, but whatever. Yeah, I'm not using an emulator for New Horizons. It's not the right time to emulate Nintendo games. It's going to be a while before they're, chill about that. I think this is probably the right. Ooh, that's like.
Hey, Dorley, Em just became a channel member.
Darley, thank you so much for becoming a channel member. Appreciate it. Thank you. Very nice of you. Hope you enjoy your emotes. And if you like Pokemon, we're doing a lot of Pokemon Legends Arceus right now. Okay, I'm going to say this is the blue we want. As for the white, I was kind of silly to not just use a regular old white, but as you can see, the white on the paper on the screenshot is just a bit darker. So we can change that too. I will scroll over to this one. And let's go here. We'll go with white. And oh, I need to actually like dump some white paint somewhere. Should hire the paint shop. I know. Hold on. Let me use a paint bucket on this. Okay. I mean, white, I should probably just leave it, right? Am I getting like too precise now? Or is the attention to detail helping? Yeah, I think that's good. We're just going to go with that. Next up is the shape. So the shield is a very distinct kind of shape to it. And I want to match that. So let me just shrink it down. Now how I'm going to do this, I don't know exactly. We'll figure it out. Maybe we just start fresh.
Looks like We Wants the Redhead has been in the Super Billionaire on YouTube for 30 months and says you are getting so good at the color matching, Dan.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for 30 months. That's awesome. Yeah, cool. So let's just try to make this shape. I think we just delete everything and start over, which feels a bit bad. I wanted to start with kind of an easy template, but I don't think it's going to work. So I will use the fill here to do that. And then we'll take our line tool. We'll go to our blue. And we'll start up in the corners. It's a pretty big design by the looks of it. So yeah, we could kind of start here. And they got to come down to a point in the middle. But not before. So they would come here, but there's actually like a point at which the line kind of stops earlier, but not too early. And then kind of completes its lineness. Like, okay, hold on. Okay, we'll come down here.
Looks like Valley Spot has been in the Super Billionaire on YouTube for 26 months and says cat fact number 26. Cats that are 26 months old have been alive for at least 2 years.
I guess so, yeah. Thank you for 26 months, Valley Spot. Okay, I think that's kind of the shape. Let's do that. And then we got to do this kind of thing. So it kind of comes down like this, but it's not too steep. And then it kind of meets at a point at the top. And the point at the top is no higher or lower than the corners. Okay. Anything new in Animal Crossing? We are working on some castle stuff today. Looks like a pixelated tulip. It does. But I like it. I think the point in the middle and the bottom are correct. They're on the canvas there. They're nice and sharp, which we want. So yeah, this is looking good. I will dump our paint now. Like that. And now we just need the white stripe going through it. So this should be easy, but as you know, I overcomplicate everything. So the white stripe going through it kind of starts sort of up here. And it goes down. It doesn't go down to the middle, right? It kind of goes to about... This is supposed to be the top of it, so I gotta get this right. Maybe right there. And the bottom of it is before the shield kind of changes its angle. Of course, they run parallel. So I think that's good. And then we just dump the paint like that. Yeah? Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Come a long way from making random shirts for us. I think it's a great likeness. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good with this. I think that's our shield. It works. So I'm going to call this... hold on, let me get rid of the picture. I'm going to call this Castle... Oops. Castle Wall Shield? Like that. And really, it's not going in the castle wall. It's going in the Duke's room, but it works. All right, cool. So castle wall shield complete. Next, we got to actually decide what the houses are going to look like. I'm going to make these two houses on the outside identical because it's a castle. It's very uniform. And then inside will be different. This will be the Duke's house. Hans will live probably not as nice. So I have to make sure we get the right aesthetic for houses that basically don't exist in the game. So we want to make a house for Elvis. There he is. He's wearing a little crown. Did I give him that crown? Where'd that crown come from? I think I gave him a crown like that when he lived on Butte. But did I get that Elvis to move here? All right, this is going to be a little complicated because we have to figure out a good design that makes it look like it's part of the castle somehow. Now, my favorite for this would probably be this house here because it has the little pointed roof. And, you know, we could do something like that, which would look nice with the walls. But what about the siding? I guess the only siding we could do are these ones with little bricks sticking out. Which one looks more castle-y? They're all very not castle-y. There's also this. The brown trim at the bottom is not giving castle. This is a cool looking little house. It's just too rustic. What about this? Let's see what kind of siding we can pull off here. Okay, so this has the more brick-like siding, and we used something like this already for some of the houses. But these are the houses that are in the castle grounds, so we just would want them to be more like, whoa, you know? What about the doors? The doors will have to really sell this thing. All the doors in RuneScape are brown. They're kind of like this brown. Now I need to see what some of the houses look like that we have already made. Okay, so this is an option. What about I do like this, but it's not going to work for how I've been designing. Look how gold that is. This would have been perfect for my gold core island. I didn't realize how really, truly golden that looked. The bricks? Are you kidding? Okay, and then there's this, which I don't think has the right siding at all as an option. Nah. So really our choices are this one or this one. The spire roof was the one. The spire roof one was the best. You like this one. Gold Core 2.0. It's just the bricks. It doesn't, you know what I mean? I do like the roundness of it because it's supposed to resemble like two castle turrets on either side. But the texture on the walls looks so off to me. Then there's like these ones that I can't use. I can't use that. Can't use that. Could maybe use that. Can it be gray? It'll look like stone. So this to me is maybe the door will sell it. I don't know. It doesn't look very castle-y to me, but hold on. Maybe with the right door, we can get by. Okay. This door does look cool. The house, the texture, the siding of the house is not living up to this door. What about the roof? A darker roof could really help. It'll look nice with that dark brick that I have surrounding the place. But this very bluish gray we got going on for the walls looks not good. You know? What color is resident services? Because we could try and like lean into the more reddish resident services because we can't change the color of that anyway, so it'll make it look like it's more unified. But then would I want like a red roof or something? Or what is it, blue? Is it blue roof? What do I do? It should maybe look like resident services. These don't exist. These buildings don't exist. But then again, maybe it should look like the walls. Oh. Ah, this game is so hard. Your walls won't match. I know. I know. Ah! The worst that could happen is you change it again later. I know! That's terrible. We got to avoid that at all costs. I need to see a picture of resident services, or I need to go back outside and touch grass for a minute. No, Tom. I'm on out. No, cancel all plans.
It's recipe time. Presenting my $2 recipe glue stick gnocchi. Roll mashed bread into small balls, coat lightly with glue for binding, and serve al dente.
Mmm. You got a little accent with that too. He's really proud of that one. Sounds like when he's in the mob now. He does. Okay. So Resident Services has this really ugly orange brick and this hideous blue roof and these kind of reddish bricks, and it looks like garbage. Our castle walls have this really nice dark gray cobblestone look to them with this really dark trim around the top. And this roof actually matches that trim pretty nice. And I like that. And I think if we let Resident Services be the eyesore that it is, and then these lean more into the aesthetic of Lumbridge, that speaks more to what we're doing, because we can't control the look of Nooks, we can't control the look of Able Sisters, we can't control the look of the museum. But if we do this and we just let Resident Services alone, we'll lean more into like the castle look. I don't know. I think that's better. Also, if I were to follow Nintendo's way of doing things, I would pick this particular building shape, because Elvis is supposed to be living like a king in a castle, and they kind of like went with this, like this brick for his little castle and that fancy door with the gold trim. Meanwhile, the houses out here that we did, this is the church, so it looks a little different. And then the other houses, this is the standard fare for houses. What are you doing? You're supposed to take a picture. So this is like the house everyone in town would normally get. And they all are supposed to look the same. Red roof, dark brick. I chose this brick already before. So now I'm kind of feeling like we kind of make it this shape with this roof, but we change the color of the roof, we change the door. Because they're in the castle, they're more fancy. But we lean into this, because these already look good in town. Okay, that's what we're going to do. What's that? Are you a Bunny Day balloon? I'm going to scream if you are. Ah, no! What is it? What do you want? Bunny Day table. This game is so hard. What a waste of time. Okay. We know what we're going to do. Talk homes. A residence home. And it'll be Elvis. The Edna mode. He's like, yeah, I thought we were already doing this.
Cat fact number 74. Every time a cat brings you a gift, it's actually a bribe to keep you from discovering their plans.
True. Okay, so we choose this siding. We choose, I think, this roof or Yeah, I think this is probably the roof. So Elvis already has the roof correct. But we choose for the bricks. Now hang on. Huh? Wait, what? Is it not this siding? Oh. Okay, wait a minute. No, it is this one. And then we choose, hold on. Yeah, okay, I was wrong. I think this is the exterior we've been going with. Hold on. Go home. Yeah. Okay. And then we need the roof. Sorry. We need the roof. That is... So right now we have this roof. We want like this roof now for them. And then the door, we're going to go fancy with the door, real fancy. We're going to do... So I think right now we're using like one of... Like this one, except red. Or something. I don't know. I thought it was red. We're going to go with... Possibly this one. Let me look at the screenshot again. The roof is red in the other one. Okay. Actually, now I'm thinking it needs to be like... a little more contrasty. Maybe this is fine. Right? One more time. So that's the church with the door I chose and stuff. Okay. I think this is good. Double check the roof. Yeah. No, we're going with this. Any other door plates or anything else? It's leaning more brown than gray/black. Out of place. Okay. Confirm. Okay, this is where we have a little bit of fun here because we're going to try and replicate the Duke's room in Elvis's room. You think, what's there to change? Elvis's house is perfect for this. You'd be wrong. We already have our inspiration. So, we're going to get rid of all the furniture. What's Elvis's room? We're going to Dukeify it. We need this room to resemble a Duke. I mean, it needs to be fit for a Duke. I'm going to take a poop in the room. I'm just kidding. Let's open RuneScape. So the Duke lives over yonder. Are you going to make it like the Toilet King and Happy Home? I'm not. I'm going to make it like this. This is where the Duke... Look at these fancy doors. I forgot they had like fancy doors. This is what the Duke's room looks like. So this is what I'm going to try and do. We're going to try and find a bed that kind of resembles this. And we're going to put suits of armor surrounding it. I probably don't have room for candelabras and suits of armor, plus the candelabras in this game aren't. Anyway, and then he has like a gold frame with a portrait of, I imagine, himself or probably his dad or something. Then we got some like, you know, different bookshelves, a chest and a crate. I like these rugs. I might try and find something like that. But yeah, we have our work cut out for us. I think we can make it look really cool. So I'm going to keep this on in the background while I... First, I guess the RuneScape flooring is very boring. It's literally just a gray slab. I'm going to maybe start with that, but I don't know. I think we could do better. Even this is better. I might just do that. I don't even think I have the concrete floor. Yeah, let's just do this. And then the walls are like gray brick, which in Animal Crossing, the only gray brick I know of is like this one, and it looks bad, you know? It just don't look too good. I don't like it, but it's not for me. You know, it's for the people who visit. But is there a better wall? I mean, there's a lot of better walls, but for our purposes. Should I just give him this? Yeah, I think we'll go with this. It matches the time period, I suppose. All right. Rugs. So I do have probably a couple of good options here. Or not. Wait. Huh? Ooh, I don't. I thought I did. I thought I had the red carpet. Like the one that... Simple, small red mat. That's not really what we want. Okay, we might have to come back to carpet. What about the bed? Now, he's got like a pretty nice bed. What are our bed options? Sloppy bed. Race car bed. Antique bed could do. There's a smaller red carpet toward the bottom. All right, thanks. I will look at that. The cute bed, you know what I like about the cute bed is that it's like a 4-poster with like a little canopy on top. But it doesn't match the time period or anything. It would be cool. Like the Imperial bed's also cool, but it's not the right region of the world. So I actually think the antique bed is probably the best one with a brown. Well, there's no red sheets. Wait a minute. The whole thing is like that. He has like the red sheets. The wooden double bed could do it if we were to make it like this dark wood. Oh, do I not have the Able Sisters textures unlocked yet? Uh-oh. I thought that would have really helped. Do we have to make red and gold sheets? I don't really want to. It won't work either because it really only works with like pattern that can be replicated. Oh, I have unlocked the Able Sisters patterns. Okay, I wasn't paying attention. Just make a red custom design, solid red. But he has like, I could. Like we match the red and everything. What about this? That's kind of like kingly. Right? I think that might be good. Let me dismiss the. Let's go dismiss. You said we had a red rug at the bottom. I mean, there's these round ones: red, medium, red, small. So was it these we were talking about? Because I guess we could do something like that. Up 2 or 3 rows. Oh. There's this red exercise mat, which I definitely don't want to use. What if you made tiles that were like that and placed them down? So, like, what if I remade the rug? Can we do that? Can we place tiles down in a house? Hold on, let me see if I can do that. Display here on floor. Oh, wait. What? There's a different way to do it. I've never done that before. Display here, place on wall, place on floor. Place on floor? Or is it display here, place on floor, rotate in place. Yeah, so we can't put a little design down on the ground, I guess, is the problem. Simslord, how's it going? Thanks for being here. Welcome. I think to get the essence of the room, instead of trying to match everything perfect, let's just use what we have. So we have this rug that's a bit larger, and, you know, there are red rugs in here. We could just put it like there, right? That'll kind of hopefully give us the vibe. I really thought that I had the red carpet, though, the rectangular one. Can you change a rug's color to custom, then place that on a rug? I don't think so. I've never known any of these to be customizable. It's either this or we could use the Imperial rug, which isn't quite right for this, or these like small red mats. Which honestly aren't too bad. I think our red carpet is more red, though. And would be a better fit. All right. So what about our suits of armor? Oh, and then the bookshelves / in this case, maybe trophy cases. He's definitely have.
My fortune cookie said, "Better luck next time." That'll be $2.
He definitely has those bookshelves, and the trophy cases could help resemble those. He's the Duke. I mean, having some like trophies makes a lot of sense. That's why everyone respects him so much. He's you know, obviously very good at things. Everything. There's also literally bookshelves, but his cases are actual glass cases that show things. So I think we should lean into the trophy cases. I actually like that a lot. And then suits of armor. I know I've crafted some. We could pretty much easily find those, I think. I don't see any candelabras. Oh, these are not suits of armor. Instead of suits or armor, should we use clothing display mannequins? Here we go. I have the gold armor too. Ooh, does he have a clock? No. Couple of those. I also have crates. Or a crate. And a chest. But I don't know if we have like a treasure chest kind of closed up looking treasure chest item. But we definitely have a crate. It's kind of neat. I kind of wonder if I should put the ham logo on it. Let's do it. And the suits of armor kind of surround his bed. Now, if we go to the wall stickers, which I actually am not in the right place to find. We can put our shield on the wall, though. So it's like above his bed. He's also got this like end table over here. They also have these like unique little windows, which I don't feel like recreating, but I did consider it. It's just that they are pretty, I don't know. I feel like I'd have to be pretty good at like, because even though it's like gray and black, they somehow seem to have some like texture to them, and especially when you scroll to the side, and I feel like I'd need to do a pretty good job at like shadowing, and I'm not very good at that. Oh, and torches on the wall. We can at least put candles, if not torches. And then yeah, painting, like gold frame paintings of a kingly person and the landscape we can do for sure. Boy, it'd be great if we could just take those designs. Could you imagine? Oh, it'd be really cool if we could have these exact designs. Look at him admiring it. Man. All right. Once a high working and lurking. Mama Cat, how's it going? Hello. Thanks for dropping in. Here's our gold frame, though. Our fancy frame. And then, oh, old portrait. And there's a landscape. So we can just lean on what we have. So we can put like this here. And the old portrait like here. If we didn't have windows, we could put them more central, but he's got, I mean, it's its own little house. I think windows are nice to have. Okay. Now, instead of the candelabras next to his bed, have we ever made the golden candelabras that we could put on little end tables? Yes, golden candlesticks. So this could be our own little embellishment here, but remember that item I made earlier that I was saying, oh, this is a great versatile item. That could be something we use. Let me find it. The box seat. It's probably up by the chairs. Can you remove windows? Yes, you can. I don't want to. I like that he has them. So this, the box-shaped seat, we could make a couple of these and put them on either side of the bed. Boop. And boop. And that keeps them pretty, like, low profile. And we could just do this for the candelabras, like, surrounding the bed, which I think looks pretty nice, honestly. I'd say my biggest frustration is not having... Put these paintings a little higher, I think. Not having the red carpet that I want. You know? In order to get it, I have to, like, give it to this character. I don't know if I want to do that or not. Yeah, you can remove windows. I just don't want to. See, I don't like them gone. It's not like a dungeon, you know. It's his house. So yeah, we need a carpet of some kind. I'm a bit annoyed because I wanted the red carpet, like the rectangular one, and I don't feel like making.
Cat fact number 178. If a cat meows at you and you don't respond, you've failed as a human.
Oh. Found your YouTube channel a long while ago. Never realized you had Twitch until now. Oh yeah. We're streaming on both. Now I see how like it makes the room like pop. I love having something. I just don't know, is a round red carpet the way to go? It just feels like the rectangular one, the red rug from Sahara. Yeah. It feels like the rectangular one would work better. Just look better. Did the $2 joke go through? Was that like a while back? Kind of like this, but it's a brighter red. Maybe we get it. I don't know. Where's that switch? I left it in the other room. Maybe that's a sign to not get it. Here. Well, no, that's blue. I'm going to use this for now. Do you want me to bring it to you? I guess. It's on the couch, I think. I grabbed it, and then I got distracted and grabbed something else, and then I forgot it. It's kind of cheesy, but you could do a red custom design on the whole floor and then stone mats. I mean... Yeah, do I even have those stone mats? Let's see. I don't. Nathan, how's it going? The other one. Where is it? It's on the couch, I think. Sorry. I will not be buying as many Switch 2s as I have Switch 1s. I have to stop the build anyway to go get that. So yeah, I think this is good. The only other thing I could conceive of is like maybe a chandelier, like the candle one. I don't see anything wrong with that necessarily. There's never going to be a room in RuneScape that you can like see a chandelier like this, I don't think. So just like popping one of these in the middle kind of like I think ties the room together really well. And I think we lower the light a little bit. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Oh, wall candles. Thank you. I forgot about that. Oh, did I leave this on? Oh, I just left my game on. Like for a long time. Oops. Yeah, wall candles. Okay. Yeah, what do we got? What do we got? It'd be great if we had torches, right? Why didn't they give us torches? We just have these. So with the paintings, now I'm like, well, what do I do about my symmetry and candles? Putting the basics down, then getting some extra decorations can make the rugs look better. Yeah. Maybe we go back to the paintings being lower, and then I could put like the candles up a little higher. So it's kind of like that. Okay, that's not too bad. Look up red carpet on Nookipedia. Well, I know what I'm looking for. I just don't have it in on this character. Are we liking it compared to the Duke's room in RuneScape? That's the question. And I'm looking in my other game right now to see, get something out, what types of items we could also bring over. So I could try and show you in the little screen here. The red carpet I'm looking for, he does not have. I know I have it. I just don't have it on my character right now. Oh, good. Cool. And these two aren't friends. He does have the light stones rug, which would be the rug we could use. We could put it all over the place and like do a custom design like that whole thing. Yeah. All right. It wasn't meant to be. I could always go back and get it later. There's also small paradise planning mat, which is kind of cool because it's like a 2x1 mat and it could do a pretty good job. It's just pretty tropical looking, but it could do a pretty good job of replicating the ones this guy's standing on. The RuneScape torches twirl. Yeah, you're right. They do. They're spinning. That is funny. All right. Well, we tried. There's also large paradise planning rug. Yeah. All right, well, it saves us a trip. We can call this done, and then if I find the rug at a later date, I can go ahead and bring it in. But we'll call this the room for now. I think it looks pretty cool. You can customize a beach towel and use it as a rug. Oh. I've never tried that. How does it use two patterns and put them side by side? Like, does it replicate the pattern twice? And aren't they a little like beach towel looking with like a bump in them and you can lay on them? That's a bit strange. It's one pattern. So, but it doesn't, I don't know. I don't like the idea of it being something you can lay on. That bothers me a lot. This looks good. We shouldn't be mad at all. Does he have anything else on his walls that we want to bring in? Looks like he has candles by his door or torches. So we could do that. Oh, we can't because the trophy cases are in the way. All right. Well, then that settles that. That's good. I guess we could put them up high. Yeah. All right, the Duke lives here. It was awesome. I think that's pretty cool. Turned out nice. I would say so. Yeah, the only other, if we wanted to get really detailed, like, I mean, like, what are you doing that's just so much work? We could try to take more inspiration from RuneScape and like do this weird backdrop with the castle and the swords, and it's just way more designing than I want to do. So I like just the shield. Yeah, it did turn out nice. All right, I think Elvis will be pleased. I don't even know what he was sleeping on before, so he at least has a bed now. All done. What did we choose for the door? Uh-oh. I don't want to mess this up. The other house has to look identical. Oh, Fire Blue Vixen. Hello, welcome. We can turn off RuneScape for now. Wait, why did he just reject me?
Here's another $2 recipe. Alleyway Almond Joy. Pick up stray almond halves from the sidewalk, coat in melted convenience store chocolate, and hope for the best.
I like the idea that this town is just full of half discarded almonds. Okay, Hans. Hope for the best is how all recipes should end. Classy, how's it going? I don't even think I've been in his house. Like how I've never even been inside. I'm just making all these assumptions like, yeah, your house probably needs a makeover. How's the island coming along? Yeah, we're making a lot of progress. Probably just a handful of streams left on this island. The door we chose was, I believe, this one. I thought the door itself is a little dark, but I really like the iron-looking handle and trim it has. So I think this is what we chose. Now, with Hans, he doesn't really have a house. There's not a lot to base this off of. Oh my gosh. His house is so adorable. I feel terrible for what we're going to do. Oh man. If I didn't know any better, I would say another person, like another player decorated this. Digby would hate this. There's 2 active fires. I feel bad. It's such a cool house. All right. We gotta do it. Gotta do it. So yeah, Hans doesn't have a place to live. Now I could make it similar to someone else's room in RuneScape, which means I have to open the game again. Hi, cat. Oh, this cat does not speak English, so you don't have to worry about saying hello or being cordial. So there's a room next door. This room looks like it belongs to not Hans. I would say this room belongs to somebody else who's probably like in the royal family. And there are no like rooms downstairs. So I don't think Hans has a home. There's a kitchen and a dining area, and that's it. There he is. We can talk to him and see if there's any dialogue that gives us any indication about his character. Where are you going? Follow that man. What are you doing here? So, I'm looking for whoever's in charge of this place. I've come to kill everyone in the castle. I don't know. I'm lost. Where am I? Can you tell me how long I've been here? I don't know. I'm lost. Where am I? Lumbridge Castle, the kingdom of Misthalin, across the river. The road leads to Varrock. West lies Draenor Village. Who's in charge? Who? The Duke? He's in his study on the first floor. Okay. I've come to kill everyone in the castle. Help! Help! That's funny. Make it like the basement. So you think Hans just lives in the basement? I mean, I guess. We just make him live in like a dungeon? Yeah, I suppose we could. I don't see his room anywhere else. The basement is an option. There's a cellar underneath the kitchen. I don't want to put him down here. That would be horrible. There's rats. I mean, that'd be kind of mean. There's another painting. We can probably do something. Let's see what we come up with. Okay. So I guess we'll start with the floor and wall first. So we gave the Duke this nice slate flooring. Hans can't have anything like that. We could give him like a wood floor of some kind. Old board would probably be good. Old board's good for a lot of rooms and stuff. We can place it maybe the other way. There we go. And then the wallpaper. Could go back to this, but that's, I don't know. It kind of works, right? Or I never really liked this one, the retro restaurant. I really don't know what they were going for with this one. I know they were going for a retro restaurant, but I mean, like the design choice for this wall is just odd to me. There's also the common wall. Let's see. I think we go rustic stone. What does Hans represent? A guy that walks around the castle. It does remind me of my old Italian restaurants in New England where I grew up. Oh. So there was like an inspiration there. So let's do this. I think what we should do is give him the sloppy bed. I don't know why I'm imagining this for Hans, but I just imagine that he kind of lives in squalor a little bit. Poor guy. We can't even find his house, so I'm not holding out much hope that it's any better than... Where is the sloppy bed? I know we have... Oh, here it is. Look at the brown. Oh my gosh. The ram sheet. Ham bedding maybe? Nah. I have to choose probably just a bunch of items, and then we'll just move them around. I wish there were capes in the game. You could put one in his room. That would be cool. There are some items that go on your back that you could put down, like, for example, these swords or these little traveler bags. I don't know. Would something like this on like a wall be kind of cool? Makes you think of Hans Zimmerman, so maybe he plays an old-fashioned instrument. I'm not opposed to that. The traveler's bag makes him look worldly. Does going through backwards in time save your existing future progress? Can you ask that question a different way? Because I'm not exactly sure what you mean. I'm like really stuck on it. I'm trying to think, but yeah, the processing power in my brain is starting to overheat already. Processing power, the processor. Let's see. Well, we need like just crates and stuff. I just need some garbage. It needs to kind of match. Like already the sloppy bed is already slightly out of its own timeline, but that's okay. Oh, we could do a wood-burning stove. Alternatively, we could do a fireplace, but I think wood-burning stove is a bit better. Maybe a kitty litter box, because I don't think he has a bathroom. But then again, it's made of plastic. They didn't have plastic back then. I go forward in time and I make progress. Then I go back to the regular date. My progress that I did in the future. So I did in the so future. Yeah. So yeah. So if I were to take my game, right now it's pretty much on today's date. I rolled it back to an earlier time so the sun would be out while we're playing, but other than that it's today. If I made it 2030 and I did a bunch of stuff and I saved and I rolled it back to 2025, it would still be there. It would be cool if time travel worked where it remembered what things look like on each individual day, but it doesn't really work like that. Using a banana pizza on Hans causes a message to appear saying Hans does not hand you a blue party hat. Okay, thank you. No problem. Yeah, turnips. If you go forward in time, your turnips won't spoil up until you reach like the 7-day period where they'll spoil. And then if you go backwards in time at all and you have turnips, they'll spoil instantly. You go a minute backwards in time, they'll spoil. Scattered papers. What do they say? I think we all know what they say. I think Hans was pulling down ham flyers. So it's a really tough job. He's pulling them all down off the castle walls. What about some spa items? Does Hans like to unwind after walking forever? Well, I mean, I gave him a wood-burning stove. I guess he could rest his bum on that. Ooh, let's give him a spinning wheel. Maybe that'll... I don't know. His feet must be tired. He has a sloppy bed. What do you guys want from me, okay? Wilbo is a RuneScape expert. I mean, he should really be the one advising what I do. But I'm worried with suggestions like, what about a spa? I'm a little worried he's going to make Hans's life a little too cushy, and I don't like that. What are we doing right now? We are building a house for Hans. And I'm trying to base everything off Lumbridge and RuneScape, but Hans does not have a house. So I have to just kind of improvise. Actually kind of like when it's... Here, let's see here. The theme is kind of like medieval. I don't know what he'd have in his house. You had ideas a second ago. Here, we'll do that with the crates for now. You should have a beer cask. Is that in the game? Because I don't disagree. I just don't know what... Do we have that? I give him a barrel. Barrel's got to be somewhere. Yeah, here's a barrel. Okay, we approve of the barrel. That's good. Put that there. Okay, that looks kind of junked up. I like that. We should give him somewhere to change, right? Oh, we said an old-timey instrument. Maybe he plays an old-timey instrument. What do we have that would fit the period? Definitely an electric guitar or even an acoustic guitar. I think a harp is good, but this one's way too fancy. Grand piano's too big. Street piano. Oh, how many designs are there for the street piano? I've never even looked at this. Oh, we got to bring that to Cyrus one day. Okay, hold on. Let me find something that he can change his clothes in. That's like, ooh. Antique wardrobe. Something a little more pedestrian. Ranch wardrobe? Oh, yeah, vintage ranch wardrobe's kind of cool. There's more ranch furniture that could look pretty good in here, too. Antique vanity. Bamboo flute, one of those ranch instruments. Sorry, I'm asking a lot of questions. Oh, no, you're good. You're good. Yeah, absolutely. Ratton? Make it look like he wove the wardrobe himself. When's he gonna have time for that? He's too busy walking around. Let's do like the ranch kitchenette so we can kind of get like a couple items that have that like vintage kind of like look to them. And I can put like the wardrobe, I don't know, maybe over here. I almost wonder if I should take his windows away. I said I wouldn't do that, but... Oh, no, okay, here. We can put the wood-burning stove in the center of the room. Maybe the bed can go... down here? I don't like the drawer facing the... Shoot. Quest 3, we'll see you later. Let's see, put that there. Put the wardrobe, here, like the ranch kitchenette over here. Wardrobe back here.
My favorite hobby, stretching $2.
Very Scottish now, all of a sudden. All right. Indoor plumbing in your medieval town, more likely than you think. All right, fair enough. No, that's a good call out. That's a good call out. They shouldn't have indoor plumbing. I wasn't thinking straight. That's on me. I was just trying to match the wardrobe. You know what? If it doesn't match, though, maybe that's good. Is there a darker wood for this? Maybe that would make me like it a little better. Yeah, kind of matches the brown. Get rid of the kitchenette. The bed in that position is really just making me annoyed. Here, swapping this around. Bed here. Pile of junk. Oh, wait, we gotta move the papers. So yeah, pile of junk here. Put the barrel here. Put the crates there. Good. Put that there. Spinning wheel. It's a hobby, I don't know. So here's a wood-burning stove. He can cook in there. Yeah, I don't think they had... Well, you know what? Actually, there is some kind of plumbing because the game does have these really old-timey kind of sinks, but they don't look like any of these. They look even more rustic. Stoneware kitchen would be good, but I feel like with the stove we already have, it's kind of like... I'm feeling it's a lot of place. What else? Music stand. In case we do have an instrument we want to give him, I'll do that. Where would those be?
Cat fact number 98. A cat will ignore you all day but demand attention the moment you start doing something important.
That's been happening to me lately. Hold on, give me a copper candle. That's the realest cat fact. Yes. Phonograph. I think back then they had outhouses for bathrooms since this is medieval. Yeah. Yeah, I've definitely never seen a bathroom in RuneScape. Well, I've seen bathrooms. I just feel like they have tubs and stuff, but I never see a toilet. But a lot of different people have gotten their hands on this game over the years, so who knows? A wooden hole, a wooden glorified hole. I wouldn't call it that. A bucket. Yeah, we could put a bucket. Or an old-fashioned wash tub. And a bucket. Some pretty good items. Antique map. I like the ship route. That's kind of cool. There's some good small items here that we can use. Wow. Could use some firewood. It's pottery. All right. What about that? Oh yeah, some candles, but we can do like the copper ones. We put like one there. And then maybe one above the bed feels kind of odd, right? Or should it be maybe like right here? This is kind of his like bedtime. Well, no, we can put, well, here, let's do. Put that there. Dang, I don't know where this should go. How about right there? Here, let's do our ship routes there. We'll give him some kind of table to put that on. We'll put the washboard here. I like the pottery. Okay. The music stand, we might get rid of. Oh, the firewood. That should definitely... Well, can that go up here? It's kind of silly, but I don't know. It kind of works, too. If I put it here, does that looks better than the bucket to me? Let me get rid of the bucket. These don't, I don't know. These, I don't like these anymore here. I know you've unlocked the stack of papers before. Put the bucket up high. I guess we could put the bucket up high. Where's that stack of magazines / old newspapers? Maybe I haven't unlocked it. I will do the fancy frame again. We'll do like yeah, like the dark brown. Maybe he also has the portrait of that king, but in a crappier frame. Hanging above his bed. That's a little odd. Maybe like tucked back there, so he doesn't really care about it. He kind of put some crates in front of it. Recycle bundle. It would be in the recycle bin. I think I found that recently. Is it a table item? Oh, yeah. Is it a table item? Was I even looking in the right spot? I don't think I was. Hold on, bring the bucket back. Yeah. Okay. So there's these books, and yeah, these are some great items. Scrapbook. Book. Stack magazines. Where's the... Yeah, document... Oh, not document stack. Essay set. Do we not have it? It kind of looks like these shirts, except it's like newspapers. old. I don't know. Does he read? Is he an academic? We know so little. Where's Wilbur when you need him? Wilbur would know the answers to these questions. I ask Wilbur all kinds of stuff. He's very smart. He's the oldest NPC, I think, so old books is a nice nod. Okay. I'll put those back here. Ask the Tom Nook podcast. That, I mean, it's not set up, but that would be, yeah, that would be an option as well. You know what we should use is another one of those chairs that we used earlier for an end table. Except it's a seat, not a tabletop. Let's see. There it is. It's a miscellaneous furniture item. Well, that doesn't super help. I'm pretty sure I found one recently. And I think it's, oh, okay, this is called miscellaneous. I always call this tabletop. Ooh, stack bags. Stack bags are always good. Because you can do like these old brown bags, you know? Actually might be better than the books. Oops. Kind of a hoarder. Probably bags of rat poison, seeing how things are going around the area. That, now, yeah, that'd be really fun. This is lighting, TVs, instruments. Yeah, I think those papers would be somewhere in here, but they're not. So I don't think I've unlocked them yet. Ooh, what kind of book? Textbook, encyclopedia. Let's do Western literature and put it on top of the stacked bags there. Should we look at some rugs? Feels like we need some wall items and some rugs. We can call it. We do have the shanty mat, which we've used in a couple of builds. It just doesn't feel like he needs a shanty mat. What's this? Elegant brown rug. That's a little... no. Sloppy rug. I don't think I have it. It would also be too big, I think. Cow rug. Yes. That, yes, these are really good. They fit the time period very well. We could put it like, I don't know, like that. Or we could put it under his bed. I kind of like it by the stove here. Yeah, cow rug's a great suggestion. Thank you. And then wall items. We got to put something else on the walls, right? Other than the portrait of the king. Should we give him a little bronze plaque? Or a deer head? Yeah, I guess that could be good. Let's go above the door. It does kind of feel like a hunting lodge now, doesn't it? Which deer do you think that is, Eric? I think it's just made of wood. I don't think it actually is a real deer's head, everybody. I think it's just wood. What about this tapestry? Nah. What about this tapestry? Nah. The broom and dustpan is a pretty good item. It definitely has that kind of old-timey vibe. The chicken one was cool. It was a cool tapestry. It just doesn't, I don't think it fits. What is in this frame? A pot rack? Maybe a pot rack. These are two, no. I think it's too modern. Probably too modern. Knife wall thing, also probably too modern. I don't know. We did a pretty good job. There's stuff on the walls now. I think this is nice. Lighting wise, I think we do this light again. We just take it way down. Print any sounds. Well, we could do the creaking one. But I always found it weird that it just constantly creaks. Do you have the door crest? I don't think so. I think I'd have to craft that. And I probably don't even have the recipe. I like it though. I can check. But I don't think I've made that on this character. Yeah. Anything in the ceiling? I feel like a candle chandelier is a little too fancy, but there might be a rusted one. Yeah. Yeah, we can do the rusted one. Maybe the sword in the ground item. I do. I don't know if it would work here. That feels a little odd. Why they have a sword sticking out of the ground. We've used it in other builds, though. Okay, let me just fix the floor and the entrance. I think like this would be a better choice. And other than that, yeah, I think the House of Hans is open for business. It's pretty good. I like the clutter over here. The lack of clutter over here is a little, I don't know. It's a choice. It's pretty good. All done. If we skip a day, we can see the houses complete, and it would probably help us with the decorating we're doing. Plus, we can ask Anakati to come back as well. Looks nice. Thank you. Artsy raid. We were just in time. It's a me raid. How's it going? Welcome. What were you up to today, Artsy? How did it go? You're just in time. I think we're about to skip a day. And then continue decorating. Yeah, I've been putting off those houses forever, so it's gonna be nice to have those done. Art and playing some Animal Crossing. Nice. Nice. What's the current Animal Crossing project? Yeah, I think we skip. Yes. Decorating for Bunny Day canonically on my Forever Island. Chaotically. Nice. Yeah, we just realized that Bunny Day was upon us here as well. We're all pretty sad about it. Well, welcome. Yeah, we're building the Kingdom of Lumbridge from the game RuneScape in Animal Crossing. And we're really on the home stretch. There's not a whole lot left to do. A lot of detail work at this point. Finishing up the castle is kind of a big project because we had those houses, but now those are done. I just finished the last one there. We got to get a couple different villagers moved in. Yep, the houses are looking good. And we got to redo these paths. We're going to make them stone. It was my last minute effort to try. I get it. Screenshotting so I can use it in my build. Nice. Yeah, enjoy. This game has like really good clutter items, and when you're trying to just work with someone's house and throw some clutter in there, yeah, it's pretty fun. I think because I've been trying to figure out Kiki's house in my other island, my OG one, which is now on this Switch, and I think I'm gonna go with like an Elvis style where I put the bed in the middle and then the two bookshelves instead of like trophy cases. Sahara's visiting. Ooh, perfect. Okay, we're going to try and buy some stuff from Sahara. Maybe we get the red... Oh, could you imagine if we got the red carpet after all that? Also opened an amiibo packet and got Poppy. Immediately thought of you. Congrats. Yeah, I got a couple of amiibos here because we're trying to get Anacotti. And then the chicken village we're going to move in is Egbert. I figure this is the best chicken I have for getting a chicken villager. I don't have a lot of... cows or chickens, but I needed some. So yeah, these are the houses. That's Elvis's house. Oh, Hans wants to talk. Yeah, congrats. That's a really good pull. How are you buying amiibos these days? I haven't seen a sealed amiibo pack in forever. Yeah, I think these look good in the castle walls, and I'm pretty happy with those. Cool. Great. Oh, let's get Anacotti. I find them in toy stores in Korea. Ah, okay. Yeah, I feel like if Nintendo stocked any at all here, they would get snapped up immediately. You think Pokemon cards are bad? Wait till Nintendo trickles out some amiibos. They came with 2 villagers and 1 NPC. Yeah, I've heard the ones from other parts of the world are different allotments, so it's cool their names are in Korean. That's cool. I like that. I can never find amiibos and I don't want to go through scalpers. I've thought a number of times about you know, getting them in other ways. Because I love collecting the cards and stuff, and I'm happy to, even if I were to get every single amiibo digitally, for example, if that were possible, I would still want to collect the cards next time they come around. I have a binder that I've been trying to fill, and I would still absolutely buy them. They're at Target? Maybe you're Target. I haven't checked in a long time. Maybe, who knows? Maybe it's changed. Have you seen them recently? Like, do you feel like they're starting to, like, suddenly they're just coming back quietly? Why RuneScape is a theme? Just for fun. I play a lot of RuneScape. All right, what do you want me to make this time? Log round table. All right. I didn't have this recipe. No one buys them in my area, so they're always there. You should buy up all of them. You could make a small fortune right now. I really do feel like it. Unless they're being restocked. I don't know. Do you have the cards or figures? I have a few figures and a bunch of cards. The figures are really easy to find. Like, really, really easy. The cards, I can't find the cards. I certainly know where to buy them in terms of from scalpers, but oh, we got to learn this recipe first. I'm glad we're getting some new recipes from this. This is a good item to know. Make my own amiibo cards, but don't tell Nintendo. Yeah, see, but even if I invested in the technology to create my own, I'm one of those people that's just like I love the idea of like collecting the official cards. Collected Yokai Watch medals with the watch to go along with it. Oh, that's cool. That's not IP I've ever gotten into, but that's still pretty cool. Young royal shirt? Did you really just gift us something that we can absolutely use? Technically, I'm not going to, but... I think the time period's correct. We need to do now. We're going to continue decorating around the castle, and we're going to redo our paths, which won't take long, because I don't have a lot. I think this path can actually stay dirt. We'll have to double check that. Hold on. Let's check it right now. Okay, so I realized that I was using a mod to enhance the graphics, and it made the paths in the game go from stone to dirt. So we have to redo all the path I'm walking on right now, basically. And over here, it does transition from stone to dirt, though. So outside the graveyard, the path kind of just, see it shift into dirt. So we will have to, like, transition that. Your house seems to be infested with beavers. It's not infested with beavers. This is my pet beaver. What did I ask her? I earned this beaver from cutting trees for a long time. I'll have you know. So yeah, I think for us, right here is where we'll just transition the path, because it's like along a fence line. Kate, how's it going? Has everybody done their taxes? If you're in the US, don't forget about your taxes. Couple days left. Ew. Yeah, I know. In February. Nice. Good. Responsible. Thanks, gotta get that done. No problem. I was awakened by my cats. I'm awake. Canada is nicer. We have until the end of April if you owe. Isn't it in Canada that when you pay taxes, you literally just like log onto like a portal or something and tap a couple buttons and you're done? Isn't it like supposed to be really like easy? Cozy Games, you're good. How's it going? Welcome. Public service announcement. That, and I started just, speaking of money, I started auditing my subscriptions just to different things. I had a few on there that I just don't use anymore. So I made a poll asking people if it was helpful. Like, this poll, like, hey, is this a good reminder for you to, like, cancel something? And a few people said yes. Depends on the state. My state streamlined it a bit more. They're starting... Wait, they are starting something like that for super simple taxes. Oh, you mean in Canada. And then different states are also simplifying taxes. Oh, that's cool. Oh gosh, I gotta get rid of these leaves temporarily. Oops. I like these paths better. I gotta say, I think this is gonna look a lot nicer now that we're changing the paths. I mean, taxes, depending on what your income situation is, they're not, I wouldn't say mega complicated here, but the more complicated your life gets, the more complicated your taxes get, and then it just becomes more and more of a chore. I was happy to get a refund, although not happy that I got it because I was unemployed for a good portion of the year. Oh, sorry to hear that. Stone paths look medieval. They do. I mean, the brown ones do too, but the contrast, especially because we're using not a whole lot on the ground. Like, RuneScape's ground is very simple, and I'm trying to kind of stay pretty true to it. So, yeah, anything I could do to just increase that contrast. I'm kind of glad I noticed that the paths weren't right. The government knows how much we owe. I wish they'd just tell us instead of making us guess. Yeah. You found an Animal Crossing Wordle? I'm going to have to move Hans aside, I think. He's not going to like me. It's the look. If we're going to do this kind of interpretive dance, got to choreograph it. Don't get me wrong. I'm into it. I just need some actual dance steps. Oh, he's sad. He said he was into it and he lied. Hans is a liar. I feel kind of sad for doing that, but I mean, I am literally doing road construction. I don't know what else to do. Dan the bully, the sad bully. I'm not here to make friends. I'm not. That's a bunny day balloon. I'm here to make an entire kingdom. All right. Yeah, I'm not here for friendship. Take a little longer than I thought. There's a couple extra steps here. Oh, the holes are eggs. Got it. Cool. Yeah, the castle's a lot of fun. I enjoyed surrounding all those buildings with the walls. Certified tax preparer here. Haven't filed yet. Been too busy filing everyone else's. Thank you for your service. Oh, man.
It seems like Dan isn't doing too well in managing an island. Making the villagers sad isn't exactly great for his reputation. No, no, ho, ho!
No, no. Oh, ho, ho. I think I have to remove the cannon. Oh, this is annoying. Okay, put the cannon back. Put the cannon back, but better. There we go. Okay. Oh, Hans is back to fishing. Nice. Let's go in here. As part of decorating the castle, I really wanted to figure out what to do with these statue pedestals. Still have not settled on what I want to do. Oh, there's more shrubs back there. I didn't realize. I really don't know what statues to put on the pedestals. Okay, here's what we need to do. We pick up the fountain. We replace this path. We gotta find a way to put the fountain exactly where it was. Is that exactly where it was? I think we do this with hole math. So we pop a hole right here. And we pop a hole right here. And I think this one has... yeah, a little more space than the other one, so we just kind of push it. And there we go. All right, yeah, well, holes are a good way to measure this. Okay, yeah. That looks good. Is that everything? No, we got to do a little bit more. Maybe we just, let's move on back to the castle. I can finish those later. Well, doesn't miss Bunny Day in the game? It's the first wave of it happening. Oh, no one likes Bunny Day. They really overdid it with the first Bunny Day, and I think it made a lot of people just hate it. Candle. I would say it is one of the better holidays in terms of things to do. It lasts a while, and you can, like, collect these things and craft the items that are related to it, and I don't know. It's actually one of the more interactive holidays, and it's kind of a shame that it was built to make us so miserable. All right. So we talked about flower beds. We need to figure out how best to do this. I'm kind of wondering what would happen if I made these too wide. This is probably not a good wall to test this on, but okay, so they will stick outside the walls ever so slightly, it seems. Like if I remove this wall and this wall, and we put path right underneath. I think this makes the flower beds look better. Does it make the walls look better? It kind of adds something. I kind of like it. Do I have to pick up every wall now? I don't want to do that. I guess we can move them in some areas. Oh man. I really do like it better. Oh, this was a mistake. It makes them seem more settled. It does. Yeah, I think the Bunny Day on launch was not ideal. That was not ideal timing. I mean, that was like the start of the lockdowns and everyone was so miserable. And then their new favorite game is like torturing them. Can add an edging design? It's more detail than we really need for a RuneScape town, but I know I could. Oops. Kate, have a good night. Okay. Let's see. See, I think we just push all these out. Make our paths underneath and pull them back in. Alright, oops. Keep going. My personal headcanon is that Zipper is Tom Nook in a costume to make Bunny Day special for his nephews. That's sweet. I know the golden slingshot, this is like a good time to like work towards that, but I don't care that much. All right, push all these back. Yeah, this is going to look a lot nicer when we start to plant flowers. Cozy Games, how's it going? Which flowers we're doing inside? I haven't quite decided yet. I think we need to buy some flower bags. I like the little tiny bit of dirt underneath. What does this look like on the map? Yeah, just a big square on the castle. That's fine. All right, so 1, 2. We'll leave this one here for a sec. I actually think we need to push this one back out. 1, 2. And then 1, 2. Okay, and then... Ah. Realized college essays aren't hard because I can do a high school essay with it being as hard as a middle school essay. What? You figured out how to not lose, or not how to not have anxiety over your college essay, which is really strong. That's good. Okay, wait, don't do that. Let me get this corner figured out. I'm just realizing how long we've been going. And it's longer than I was planning on going. I thought I'd feel pretty good about like, oh yeah, the castle's definitely done by the end of this, but I'm seeing now that that's not going to be a thing. This looks nice though. And it is very true to the castle grounds in Lumbridge, because they have the flower bed around the whole thing. I guess, yeah, we got to do the gate. Maybe I should let it stop there and keep the grass for the actual like walkway. That's probably for the best, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Wait, push this back for a second. I think I'll curve the path like that. Yep, and then pull this back. 1, 2. And then let's push this out. 1, 2, 3. These only need to go out 2. Continue our path. So yeah, I think for this... Ooh, actually, I guess we can't because that's not even at all. Wait. Yes, it is. I was just being dumb. So then we would just turn it like that, and then pull the... 2, 3, pull all the stuff back. 2, look at that. That looks like a nice little natural grass path. That's cool. Yeah, today time kind of flew by. I wasn't expecting to stream this
Cat
long.
fact number 191. Cats assume that waking you up at 3 a.m. is their divine right.
Their divine right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 2. Mine especially agrees if her food dish is low. Yep, same. Joke's on the cat, I'm still up at 3 a.m. Then why haven't you fed the cat? Okay, wait, so does the dirt path go right up to the building? It does. Alright, good to know. So that means this is our path here. Okay. I'm glad I opted just to push the stuff out of the way instead of pick it up and put it back down, because if I had to get everything exactly where it was, it takes so much longer. It's so much easier just to push things a couple tiles if we can. It speaks to the simplicity of this build, too, that we could just kind of like, oh, just shove it around a little bit. There's not enough stuff around the castle to stop us from doing that. Cozy, we'll see you later. All right, keep going. 1, 2. Here, since it's like right here, I'll do it. Bunny Day wall, sure. We're almost done. Well, probably not this one. Okay, can this go out? 1, 2, 3. Very nice. These ones will probably have to be picked up. And that means, yeah, it's going to be a little bit harder to do the math, but it's okay. Sprigatito packs you guys opened on stream a few weeks back. Ordered me too, and honestly, so happy you shared them with us. They're well worth the wait. That's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, I'm glad you got that. They are very unique. And not like super mega expensive either compared to some other cards right now. Redhead, we'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, we can put this stuff back. One, two, three. One, two, three. Here, there. Okay. I have to spin this one around. Push it in place. Cool. I guess we gotta pick these ones up. So I think we get rid of this shrub now that's going to be kind of in the way of the flower bed. I don't think I even got a ton of repeats either, which is a nice surprise. That's awesome. Yeah, those are really cool packs. As soon as I saw them, I'm like, I don't care if they're not in English. Like, I feel like we're going to want those. Okay, I hope this looks good. Maybe the corner should be rounded in the other direction. Oh no! I buy them even if the language is fake and made up as long as Sprigatito is on. 1, 2, and 3. I think that's correct. Yep. And then a castle wall would go here. And then the gate, I think, can go up here without bothering anybody. Yeah, that seems good. One, 2, 3. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, gotta get rid of that. All right, we're almost done. Very nice. 1, 2, 3. Pop our castle walls back in. One right here. I had a good laugh at the simplified translations on Google. You should give it a try. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that. Let's see. This balloon will fly over here. Yeah, I think it looks a lot better like this. Like now we can plant flowers. It looks like we have like the flower bed. This kind of matches how it looks at Lumbridge Castle. It makes it feel more finished, especially once we get the flowers planted. I'll just have to pick some flowers. I think we're gonna like use... I think we're gonna use kind of random ones. Like these 5 blue roses will be in there, and I think I'm not gonna place anything too uniform. I'm gonna kind of like scatter stuff. I don't even know why I brought these here. These are from my main island. I think I just had them, and I thought, oh, maybe I'll use these. Probably knowing there are blue flowers in RuneScape. So, yeah, I think we just kind of like scatter. We pick a few different colors and just scatter flowers. So, like, I want the blue roses to all be visible, so I could put, like, one here. And maybe, like one back here. And then we could put one up here. Maybe another one, like, not too far away from it, like over here. And then... So that one's there. What if I put one, like, right here? What? Why would you go all the way over there? Okay, put that one there. And... I guess I can move this one back another tile. I just don't want it to look like I started to make it symmetrical or something. That's probably good. Okay, so then all 5 blue roses are there, but they're not, like, all next to each other. I don't know if I'll put any flowers directly behind. I don't know, maybe. I thought those went in the weird spot because they were next to a specific build, like at the bar. I know there was originally a reason for 5. I think it was 5 because that was the pattern you plant them in to grow more. At least the pattern I like. But yeah, there's no little patch of blue roses here that I remember. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But since I have an uneven amount, I've decided, yeah, probably not make them symmetrical. Just scatter them. They're definitely not symmetrical in the other game. So probably the best way to do it. Will there be any agility shortcuts? I don't know. I don't know if I need any. This is a pretty open area. This back here, this wasn't always there. Like, I've been playing the 2004 version that someone kind of like remade. It's called Lost City if you're looking for it. If you just type in 2004 Scape, you can find it. It's free. And someone's like trying to preserve the game as it was back in 04. And this wasn't back here. If you wanted to get in this forest, you had to walk all the way around the castle. And this is not an agility shortcut in the modern game or anything. It's just a door. But yeah, this is cool. It's not done, but it's very, very close now. So I gotta buy for my other island like a bunch of different flowers, or I can buy them from Leaf or whatever. Just different stuff to put in here. I'm gonna pick like probably the colors from the game. Let me just hop in real quick. We're standing right next to him. Oh, we're not standing right next to him. I went to the graveyard. Okay, hold on. So in here, they have red, purple, and blue. These are actually kind of another shade of red. They look kind of purple to me because they have the little blue in the middle. So basically, mostly like red and blue, a few different types. I want to say these look like the lilies. These look like pansies. These kind of look more like the blue wind flowers, but I'm not going to worry about that. I have blue roses. They're better. And there's also not a flower in every single spot, if you notice that too. I don't know if we should do what we want or what. But there's like stretches without any flowers at all. And then there's like a few next to each other. Or do I just put them everywhere? They're spread out, but I don't know. Creative freedom of flowers. Yeah, we can just do whatever we want, really. Some of them are on the grass itself. We'll do what we want. I also need to decide if there's going to be paths going to the houses. Notice how this path here goes into these little areas that I'm not going to be able to replicate. So maybe instead of that, I make these little stone paths go straight up to the doors of the houses. Be nice to have some kind of path to them. In RuneScape, they look like wildflowers growing however they want. That's true. Oh, this stuff is in the way. Okay, paths to houses are kind of annoying because the houses are the way they are. Just here. I don't know. It looks a bit goofy. What if I just put like little patios in front of them? The doors aren't even like... Yeah, the symmetry is going to be kind of goofy. Okay, let's not do these. Yeah, I wish I could choose... Maybe in the future we get to do this, but like I wish I could choose if the door was on the left, right, or center of all the houses. All of my house, the villagers' houses. I want to be able to customize all the buildings to a greater degree in the future. And I think we could probably do that. I think they were pretty much one step away from doing that in this game. So it's not like, I don't think that's like a big, bold prediction. One of the most annoying things about games like this is not exclusive to Animal Crossing, is when you're trying to do paths and stuff that the game provides you with, and you can't even get it to like center the way you want it to, or not center the way you want it to. It's infuriating. There's another balloon. Den desk. This is a good one. This is like a good, like we could almost use this somewhere if we wanted to. Cool. It's looking good. It's looking really good. I'll have to do some more paths. But again, just more big chunks getting taken out of this project every time we play. All right. Cool. That was cool. Thank you for hanging out. I'm looking to finish this pretty soon. And as I said earlier in the day, I might abandon the No-Nook Island. I might. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I want to play, for one. So that would give me some, you know, some freedom. And I want to be fresh going into the Switch 2 because I want to start a Switch 2 island. That's kind of what I've been thinking. Starting a Switch 2 island would be awesome. And if I just get done with the No Nook Island, or don't even finish it by then, and then start another one, I'm just going to be exhausted. It's just going to be really tough to play. So, certainly not one to criticize because I have abandoned many islands. I might. It sucks that I made like half a series though. It's like worse when you start YouTubing because then you're like, oh, I feel so guilty for having like half a thing on the channel. But maybe that's just fine. Maybe that's how it is, you know? Yeah, a lot of people are telling me, not a lot of people, a lot of people are playing Blueprints, and one person told me I should try Blueprints. I don't know anything about it other than that it's a game called Blueprints. The screenshots I've seen of it don't look that exciting to me, but apparently everyone's like really excited about it. So, that's a game. There's other stuff too. Well, I restart mine all the time, but yeah, I don't have to do this for YouTube. They look more like cosmos and pansies. Oh, from earlier, yeah, yeah. I'll pick some flowers that kind of match the vibe. I think, aside from the blue roses, which I just had blue roses. I wanted to use them. You started City Folk yesterday. Oh, nice. I hope you have fun. Don't get too attached to your grass. I'll just warn you about that now. You won't get to keep that. So, yeah, I think we call it there. Thank you, everybody. I might be live tomorrow. I know I say that for like the week and then it doesn't happen. But we'll see. I do want to keep going with this. There's a lot to do. It's pretty straightforward. So, yeah. I don't know. Stay tuned. Watch out for streams going up. Join us on Discord. I'll announce the streams in there as well. And follow me on Blue Sky if you're on Blue Sky. I'm not posting there a whole lot, but it's another place. So, I'm over there. I abandoned Twitter a long time ago, so if you follow me on there and you're like, this guy never tweets. It's because I hate that place. So, follow me on Blue Sky. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, week, evening, whatever. And I will see you later. Oh, my gosh. Say goodbye, kitty. The meowing stops when the petting starts, so the cat will not be saying goodbye. But I will. Goodbye.